Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And today we got Nirvana in the house. Shout out to Kurt Cobain. As you guys know, whoever watched my last video, I did Where Did You Sleep Last Night? I was just about to call it In the Pines, but I know that's the Lead Belly version. But yeah, shout out to Kurt Cobain, man. He really drove that song home. I like the way he sang it, honestly. I really did. I love the way he pushed through those notes, and I love the raspiness in his voice. I love everything about him, honestly. I need to go down the rabbit hole. So what I'm going to do is, if you're watching this on YouTube, because it's probably on YouTube first. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the description box below. Join the Patreon. I'm going to be doing the entire MTV Unplugged on the Patreon. So y'all join me over there. But let's get into it, man.
Good evening.
What the heck?
This is off our first record. Most people don't own it.
Oh, okay. So we're getting to original music. Is that what he meant? He said our first record, right? Let me just run it back real quick. Let me make sure that's what he said. That was strange, the breathing. I think it's part of his character. He's got a little bit of a sarcastic tone to him a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Good evening.
Good evening. He seems funny.
This is off our first record. Most people don't own it.
Did he say that on purpose and this is like a hit record and everybody knows it? I don't know it.
I need an easy friend. I do with a bed to land. I do think you fit this shoe. I do, but you have a clue. Take advantage while you hear me out to try, but I can't see you every night. Free, I do.
Very structured. I like it.
I'm standing in your line. I do hope you have the time. I do pick up number 2. I do keep on day with you. Take advantage while you hear me out to try, but I can't see you every night. Free, I do.
I like the so I already like the instrumentation off rip, but I want to talk a little more about. I'm a little taken back right now. I ain't gonna lie. I guess I expected something different. I don't know, but I wasn't expecting something this melodic, to be honest with you. The structure feels almost simple on, like, I guess on the surface level it seems simple, but the way he's delivering it, he's kind of giving something simple so much depth right now. And it could just be because like I'm familiar with his voice already, and I'm coming off the Where Did You Sleep Last Night, so I know what his potential is when it comes to describing pain or something like that, through vocal performance, not so much lyrics. But now that I'm into their music, so this is original music, so I feel like the way he's delivering it, it's like he's taking a straightforward progression and he's kind of like adding emotional weight to it. That's like a songwriter's instinct, I feel like, right? Yeah, I don't know, the way it already feels different from what I expected from Nirvana, right? I'm not gonna say just Kurt Cobain because they're a group working together, but it's stripped down for sure, but not empty though. It doesn't feel empty to me. It actually feels more intentional this way. Like, every note now matters a little more when there's just like nowhere to hide. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell like this is about feeling, more so about feeling than it is about sound. And I do like that. And his voice has like this warm texture to it. It's like it's been through some things, man. He's been through some things. You can tell. And I think that's what makes sense. I like hearing the original music because it's not, his voice to me is not polished. I wouldn't say that, but that's exactly why I feel like it feels so real, so raw. And there's almost like a slight rasp in it, right? I said that on the last reaction, almost like his voice is cracking under the emotion, not so much, the sound. But He never loses control though, so that's the good thing about it. That's what I really like. It's that balance, and that balance, man, that balance hard to fake. I like this right here. Good thing, boy. Oh, the energy got lifted. The energy got lifted right there. Man, the energy got lifted when the drummer got his little shine on right there. I feel like my energy got lifted for sure. I don't know about y'all, but I just feel like now we're entering. I feel like the chorus is hitting different now to me. You know, I almost feel like there's vulnerability here that doesn't feel forced, but it does. It's like he's not over singing, right? He's not trying to, I guess, impress us. It's almost like he's just letting the song exist. And that kind of honesty, I feel like, is uncomfortable for some artists, you know, for whatever reason, but he leans into it. And I like that. And I think that's what makes it hit, though, at the end of the day. It's the honesty. It's the transparency. It's the way he phrases, you know, his lines. It's very interesting. And he's slightly behind the beat at times, almost like dragging the emotion out. It's somewhat depictional. Like he can actually, like, while he's singing, I'm kind of picturing things. I don't know. I don't normally do that. The lyrics, I think the delivery has to make me do that. I don't normally do that. I'm usually just toned in, trying to figure out like where the song is, what angle the song is coming from. But he makes the words feel heavier. Like he's really sitting in what he's saying. I can really appreciate that. And that's a subtle, but that's a musical choice. And it can change everything. It can change everything, which is what I like. And even in this softer setting, it's a little different, right? Because, you know, where did you sleep last night? It was personal, but it wasn't necessarily his story. This to me seems a little more personal. Seems early, you know, seems early in his life, you know, or maybe their careers even, you know, because you can hear the tension in his voice. And I like that, but at the same time, there's more. I feel like without yelling and screaming and hollering, there's still more intensity underneath that he's like holding back. You know, I don't know if he's holding back or that's just pure control, but you can feel that it could break out at any moment. So I'm kind of on edge a little bit. I'm really listening to this song thinking at some point he's just gonna take off. So you got this push and pull relationship that's really powerful. And so now it makes this whole set right here. I don't know. It doesn't feel like he just doesn't feel performed anymore. It doesn't. It feels revealed, you know. Like we're not just hearing a song now. We're hearing a piece of how he processes things. And that to some, well, there's no extra layer on top of it. There's no filter is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like that type of transparency is rare. I do. There's something about Kurt Cobain that I enjoy when I'm watching him. there's charisma there. I need to watch more interviews or something like that. I really want to get into how he is. I don't want to, because I feel like I'm kind of assuming, but overall, I feel like me coming from more of a hip hop type of background, and I'm used to like lyrical complexity carrying the weight of the song. And with Nirvana, it's much different, especially with this song. I'm glad it was an original, but this really shows how I think tone and delivery can actually carry just as much meaning as the words themselves. So it's not about how much you say. I think it's more about how true it feels when you say it. And I think that's what people are connecting to, because this feels like someone trying to make sense of something internally, not necessarily like explain it perfectly. I'm not saying that, but there's almost like a disconnect between, the calmness of the music and the tension in his voice. And I feel like that contrast makes it feel human as opposed to polished and musical and I guess perfect. So I understand why people connect to this, and it's not trying to be perfect. That's the thing about it. It's trying to be honest, and I like that. And that honesty, I feel like, is that's what gives it its timeless quality. Just why people are still watching this today. This feels like less of a performance and more like a moment you're allowed to witness, or I'm allowed to witness at this point, right? So, yeah. As soon as I got to the end, I just feel like, hey, man, I didn't even feel like I heard a song. I don't even feel like I heard a song. It was almost like I just heard the person behind it. That's all. That was good, man. Join us on Patreon, man. We're going down this entire MTV Unplugged album in New York. I'm excited about that, man. I'm excited to get into more Nirvana. Let's go.